And what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sly once again, coming consistent with the reacts. This is 2012 Shredder Was a Demon by Kuluno. I'm gonna just say Kuluno. I've always called him like Kolumno. That's like a word somewhere. It's from a show I watched. I'm gonna call him Uno. He's up there with Blank Boy, Zafire. They've always been on the tear. I'm surprised the subscriber count is so low, but they've always been on the tear when it comes to comic, anime, like cartoon type spins on things. So this is his video on 2012 Shredder. I'm assuming from the 2011 Ninja Turtles run. I've watched like every iteration. I'm not gonna hold, except for like the newer ones. Like my favorite is the one that came right before the 2011 one, where it's like they're like drawn, like hand drawn instead of animated, like on the one from Nick. And I think that one's tough. They're like bigger. It's more like combat oriented. I feel like it was more stakes to it. But that aside, we don't wanna waste precious react time. Let's get straight into it.
2012 TMNT Shredder has had many a fade with the Ninja Turtles, and I was going to do a video over one specific fight, but I realized a lot of the
He a
Shredder
demon.
and Turtles fights are just too short to do for one
Yeah,
video.
he'd be cooking
so I
them.
decided to jam pack 4 of them into one fight. Anyways, man, let's get it. Now, this is the first time the Turtles and
Berlin.
Shredder have fought each other, and look at this evil ass dude just aura forming on these teenagers.
Always.
Jumped down, and the Turtles did not.
Peep the fit, peep the pose. Anyone walking around with like these protrusions that are damn near blades from his shins, those are shin guards, not knee guards, from his shins, his wrist slash forearms. He got some on his hand too. And his shoulders, he's not to be trifled with. Because in this iteration, him and Splinter, I just peeped how tough that is. Shredder and Splinter. I just peeped how tough that is. Anywho, they train under the same master, and they're like on that ninja like type timing. Especially with the fact that they call like the stuff kata, they refer to Splinter as sensei. His technique specifically was called kata. I remember in one of the episodes, one of his underlings taught it to Mikey, and then Mikey obviously taught it to the Turtles, and then Splinter got PTSD off the looks of that joint and was like, "Who taught you that? They are no friend, bro. They know Shredder." He's one of them. I mean, you can see he got the fit on under the armor, but you can kind of see that callousness and that brutality. Also, the fact that any villain in any show will always have some unnecessary aspect to their fit. Either that or they got like this female-esque drip on. Like Dio, his fit is kind of tough because he pulls it off, but you can see that on a woman. Dark Side, bro. He be wearing tights, bro. He be wearing the little boots with the bodysuit under, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro. They be wearing the most ridiculous fits. But if you see someone wearing a fit like that, full metal helmet on, by the way, you know he can feel his breath against his skin. He can feel the rattling of the different metal elements every time he lands. But he's still gonna hold that pose off pure ore farming alone.
I want any smoker Shredder. They try to skedaddle up out of there ASAP. Mikey threw down a smoke bomb, but psych, it was just an egg. Yeah, Mikey,
he wasted all of them, bro.
Raph was the first turret up the bat, and he got his attack parried about 4 times.
Yeah, he's too aggressive, gang.
Damn near
Jesus.
up sign. I mean, straight fried my guy. Leo tried to spin
Literally
back for his brother. Damn near the same thing happened to Leo, just for him to get socked right in the
We-
middle of his attack.
Jesus.
Goofy ass stand.
Hey, he's smart though. That's battle IQ.
Shredder is not playing
He lost
fair,
some swords,
bro.
though.
He is literally bullying children. I ain't gonna hold you though. Donnie might have got it worse. Brother Man only got allowed to whiff 2 attacks just for Shredder to grab his
okay. The second attack wasn't a whiff. It was just a dumb attack. The problem is he's not using a sword like Leo. So it's like when he throws his attacks, he can't like just pull some of the weight off and slash it past him to do another attack. He's using a stick. So he got off with that one. Cool. I would say here he probably should have went for like a kick to kind of mess up his landing and then come in with the staff. He ain't go with those. Recenter. He's still in the air, so you study advantage here. Doesn't attack, lets him land and do this. Ooh, I'm angry. Add pose. Charges one up and just hits. Like he can't like once he makes contact, that's a blunt stick. He has to feel the impact first before he can like move it. So he was kind of cooked here. But he went with a thrust immediately after for God knows why.
To grab his bow staff, bonk him with that hole 3 times, pull him closer, hit him with
Jesus.
Shredder did not have time for that dweeb.
Mikey on timing.
Of his brother getting feasted upon, wrapped his chain around Shredder's arm.
Get the business.
But it didn't matter. Shredder just pulled his goofy ass towards him, and he kicked the mess out
Jesus.
of his ass flying off of the building.
Mind you, none of them have their weapons.
The job was finished just to get snuck by Leo and Donnie.
Sir.
Leo tried to sneak off on Shredder again, and
hey, bro.
Get snuck by Leo and Donnie.
I saw it. Oh, I thought his eyes went white, bro. When their eyes go white, it did, B-Lou. When their eyes go white, in that 2011, bro, they was on timing. It's a brief split second. Hold on. Boom. Right there. He was on timing right here, but he only locked in after the attack.
Tried to sneak off on Shredder again, and
let's see.
Shredder done caught that boy in the air like he is a child.
Oh my God, good eats, bro. You're a turtle, bro. You have no defenses from the front. This nigga just call him like a snack, bro. Nigga finna get suplexed on his, split his shell in half. Put a new meaning to half-shelled heroes.
Put his ass like a sack of potatoes just for Donatello to break his bow staff on Shredder's back. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm Donnie, I'm going to...
All of this metal is on his body, and not once are we aiming for the gaps, you know, the elbows, you know, the areas that can cripple his fighting ability. We're gonna aim for the areas that are fully plated, and not only metal. Not like, oh, at least he's gonna feel a reverb. No, metal with blades on it, bro. And you're using a stick. Sharp versus blunt. It's not good for the blunt object.
Shredder like, why was I the only one to get a wooden weapon? Do you hate me or something? Shredder then threw Donnie at Leo just to get a raging ass raft jumping on top of his ass, putting his pots and pans to him. Chunk little bro too was finna finish him.
He had the white eyes. He was on timing.
Pull up with the clutch, wrap that chain around his ass, and pulled his ass up this light up sign. He broke
crazy IQ.
Slashed the billboard in half, and half of that landed on top of my boy Michelangelo. They get that sign off my dog, and look at my boys, man.
They moving like Yamcha, bro.
Up. And it only gets worse from there, man. They all charge at Shredder just for him to beat them up one by one. He cooked the hell out of them boys, then gripped Leo up.
Low key, there's an argument to be made that you cannot be jumping your opponent properly if they have the time to cook you person by person. Like, someone could go for hot. You know, we've all seen it. You know, the scene where the heroes regroup. I go high, you go low. Or you go low, I go high. That didn't happen. It's like they're just going in and trying to roughly fill in the gaps. You know? But like as they go on the show, they get it. But like I'm just saying, you jump in, it's a 4v1. They making 2012 Shredder look like 2018 Bron, 2015 Curry. Fucking Broly in the Z movie, bro. They got him moving like he's really like that. This is one dude.
Was interrogating his ass on where Shredder was.
Call Splinter.
Bell by mutated Severin Bradford. It only gets worse for their turtles from here. I'm not gonna hold you. So my boy Leonardo pulled up on Shredder with his.
Oh my God, this gets chopped. It only
gets worse for their turtles from here. I'm not gonna hold you. So my boy.
I knew it with the way his face looked, but why is he so bald? What is that? He built like, y'all ever in like elementary or middle school take your pencil and put it in the sharpener backwards, like eraser first, and sharpen your eraser? He looks like you put the eraser in the sharpener for like half a second. Just the tops off.
Leonardo pulled up on
but like a damn mushroom.
Asking for the mask, and Leo was like, "Hold on a second. I don't know. Once I give you this mask, you not gonna attack me." And that's why I respect 2012 Shredder. He didn't lie. He told Leo straight up, "I'm not gonna sneak you. I don't need to
so chopped.
I am going to beat your ass as soon as you give me that mask. So you might as well put them hands up already, gang." Also, he's using his daughter like a bargain.
Why is he so chopped, bro? This is like almost worse than prime Darth Vader, bro. Holy.
Crazy style.
We're not sponsored. Non-sponsor. We don't got YouTube Premium. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. We can get that YouTube Premium.
So Leo put the helmet down and Shredder started coming at bro. Frame one.
Told him come get it. Show me some, Leo. Perry.
In the cut, then in the back of the head. Just for Shredder to almost stab Leo on the head. He was finna have him some turtle shell soup in a second. Just for Donnie, Mikey, and Raph to pull up.
Gang spun back
they
too.
Start playing keep away with bro's helmet. Shredder pulls up on Raph who has it, so he passes that bitch to Leo and gets kicked in the chest forward.
It's not gonna stop him from attacking you.
That bow staff against Shredder.
Just throw it out the building, bro.
Hold you after what bro did to me the first time. I'm never using this hoe against bro again. Do you hear me? Brother man did all that touring just to get laid on his ass. He was. I
don't know why he only goes for like these wide swings, bro. If I'm attacking you with a bow staff, why am I coming at you like these, bro? Like I'm some caveman, some Australopithecus. Why am I coming from like those? You know, I seen him do the little spin. You know, same concept. Become horizontal, bro. I know you seeing some baseball. Leaving yourself open.
Just to get laid on his ass. He was gonna finish bro off too if Raph didn't come save his bro. He got one little kick off on Shredder just to get kicked 10 times harder. Mikey and Leo pulled up on Shredder just for Mikey to get his little ass rolled, and Leo got
that's what I'm talking about. Hold on, turn it down on accident. While he's going for the attack right here, Leo should already be going for a cut. That would make him put the nunchuck down. Now someone else has the object. Now someone has the option to attack. Mikey can swing with his other nunchuck, but he waits till he perfectly counters Mikey to go, oh, I have his back. This is an opening. But he saw you there earlier, bro.
And Leo got kicked in the back of the shell. I know that boy's shell cracked crazy right now. But in that confusion, the turtles done snagged Karai, put a smoke bomb in Shredder's helmet just to throw it to him. And then the turtles escaped with Karai.
That's kind of tough.
The 80s gave us some true bangers back in the day. Stuff like Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But I know ad when I see ad. I wonder why this video was exceptionally long. Talk to me. Not sponsored.
So my boy Raph pulled up on Shredder just for Shredder to start barking commands at Raph like he was a dog, and that worked. Told that boy some damn stop, and he stopped. Told his ass to sit too. He did it. Then he said attack, and maybe he didn't want this one to happen because Raph got an actual look off on kick bro right in his chest. That boy Shredder was free eats on the ground. Raph was finna go crazy till Shredder was like, now hold on there, Playboy. Told his ass to stop. Just for the rest of the Ninja Turtles and Mutanimals to pull up on Shredder.
Why did he stop?
Nah.
Am I missing something?
This one fight scene of Shredder just proves how much of a dog he is.
So 1v8?
Shredder is sat in the middle of 8 mutants, and he is not backing down a single bit. Matter of fact, Brother Man does not leave from this very spot whole fight. Donnie and Slash pulls up. He takes Donnie's staff and breaks off of Donnie and Leatherface with it. Just to
throws an attack. Someone else needs to be filling this gap right here. He does. He does fill in the gap. Shredder predicted it. Now, I would have filled in the gap with someone perpendicular. So even if he redirected their joint, it wouldn't be counterintuitive, but maybe they're not thinking like those. He took the momentum to throw the other dude and then said, get in the weight room, look at the lack of space between Donatello and the staff. That's only an arm swing worth of space. Yeah, he really threw that with the staff. This isn't back, you foul demon. He threw the thing, bro. Elbow, Loki him.
Buy his pigeon leg and chunk his little ass. Block some more shurikens just to get seismic blasted in the back of the head by Tyler Rockwell.
Giving him flashbacks.
Sword slash just to kick his ass away and peep the foot. Brother Man just turned direction just to kick that man Rockwell right in the chest. I know that whole came from grabbed his ass by the helmet and chunked him. Chunked Donnie and Michelangelo too, just to get pulled up on by Leatherface and Slash. And he slashed them niggas up by Leatherface.
Why is Google spelled incorrectly? Goglev.com.
Face and Slash. And he slashed them niggas up. Raph are on Shredder's ass right now until Shredder blocks Leo and blocks Raph at the same time and uses each other's weapons to disarm each other. Then he punched the both of them with one punch.
Same. Oh, my fault.
Laid them boys on their ass just for Slash to drop this big ass statue on Shredder. Now, I'm not gonna hold you.
Decent
This
tech.
wouldn't be a 2012 Shredder video if I didn't talk about Mutant Shredder. And this fade that the turtles
Word?
and Shredder have is right after Shredder slimed out Master Splinter. So now it's
Spoiler.
get back season. They pulled up on bro at his house, burned his crib down, and proceeded to run the fade. The turtles all jump up into the moonlight just for each one of the turtles to get a free lick off on Shredder. It's barely doing anything until they get Lil Bro into the lower level of the roof. My
Jesus.
boy Raph was going for the kill. He wanted
Oh
bro out of
my.
there. Shredder the lower level of the
This
roof.
is how you jump. Kick
My boy
takes the momentum. Mind you, peep where his foot is. He stood on Shredder to get that momentum.
Raph was going
It's throwing him
for the kill. He
into his attack. Come on, gang. That's excellent tech.
wanted bro out of there, but Shredder done kicked Raph's goofy ass away. Turtle then surround
period.
Shredder and oh nah. Their free trial of licks on bro has ended. He started beating they ass. And
Jesus.
look at how Shredder
Jesus.
did Michelangelo. Punched that boy so hard. he
One
started
tapping.
spinning just to do it again.
Oh
Say
my.
to this day, that boy Michelangelo was
Holy.
so hard, he started
He
spinning.
put brother in the wash cycle. Added the liquid the way he saw steam up.
Just to do
Put that on spin.
it again.
Heated him up. Good lord.
Some say to this day that boy Michelangelo ain't stopped spinning. But Shredder gripped up Donatello, threw his ass so hard he bounced off this fence. Mikey set up
Ooh,
his chains
excellent
behind
tech.
Shredder, and Donatello drop kicked bro in the chest, tripping his ass.
Mm.
They hog tied the hell of the little bro. They got each and every single one of his limbs chained up as Donatello grabs that bow staff. Takes the little blicky knife out on our hole.
Yes, sir.
Stab Shredder right in the heart. This is for all the time Shredder has been doing bro dirty with his bow staff. Shredder caught
We
the
don't
knife
kill,
each
gang.
time, though, just to get some retro mutagen thrown on his ass. And let me tell you, that retro mutagen did not do a damn thing to bro. Shredder
What's it
looks
supposed
at
to
the
do?
turtles and it's beat time. Michelangelo pulls up on Shredder just to get his goofy ass kicked. Damn near off the
Again?
building.
Leave
Shredder
Mikey
then hits the
alone.
fence that Donnie was sitting on, knocking his dweeb ass off the roof.
Who you
Shredder
call about,
kicked the
Mikey?
Piss out of Leonardo just to grab
Slam.
Raphael.
Oh my god. Not sponsored. That's insane though, chat. Why he grabbed bro like that? He flipped over him to grab him.
Leaped in the air.
Damn!
Grabbed
Hit him with the
on
Broly
ground.
combo.
I know that
Command
brother
grab.
cooked. Just straight CTE enlarged into his whole body, not just his brain. Threw that nigga through a door and called his ass redundant. I'm not gonna lie, you not gonna fight me and call me redundant, bro. Like, I'm actually just not gonna
Redundant?
beat you up. Michelangelo
Said
started
you waste
aura
time.
farming with
Hey,
his nunchucks.
hey.
Like, I dead ass thought, bro, lit them hoes on
Come
fire.
on, bruh.
Waving them around.
Use that
Nah,
Shaolin
it was
tech.
aura. All that to pull up on Shredder, hit nothing, get bashed in the chest, your nunchucks grabbed, slammed on an air
Jesus.
conditioner and kicked away. Raph got up though. That redundant comet ticked his ass off, pulled up on Shredder,
That's
knocked
how
his
heads
ass
tend
down
to
a
do.
flight of stairs just to ram his ass through a wall and repeatedly slam his head on
Oh,
the fence.
man.
Raphael thought he finished the job. A wall.
You got him biting the
repeatedly
vent.
slam his head on this fence.
Jesus.
Raphael thought he finished the job just for Leonardo to pull up with the save, trying to save his brother. Took the hit instead. Then that
Damn.
boy Raphael got kicked right in the mouth. Kicked that boy so hard his body bounced through a damn fence, knocking him off the roof too. Mikey, Donnie, and Raph are all eliminated, knocked off of the rooftop. It's just Leo and Shredder now.
Well,
Shredder
he one of
pulls
them
up on
ones.
Leo
The
and
prodigal
puts that
son.
pressure on dog. But Leo's trying to
Little block.
maneuver Shredder because he realizes, man, I am not beating this big ass dude by
Bro pulled the invincible when he was fighting Conquest. Bro hit the wait. We don't have to fight. And Shredder wants you to resist, brother. You're gonna run this squabble. There is no way out. There is no next turn.
myself.
Like
I
what,
need
bruh?
something on him. And all of Leo's attacks is getting deflected and
Hey.
like he just a gnat or something. Just for Shredder to kick bro midair, eat a couple more Leo sword
Ugh.
slashes, then grab his ass in midair just to
Command
slam
grab
him twice.
spammer, bro.
Then Leo calls
Hot take. Every big character should not be a user of this command grab spam. We don't need to see this every single time.
Shredder a monster just for bro. In
Holy.
his feelings? What are you in your feelings for, big ass nigga? Leo saw this as a perfect opportunity to stab his ass, but he got his hand grabbed and his arm shattered. Like, why am I fighting somebody that can just break my arm like this, gang? Where my brothers at? I need help. And then, God damn, Shredder punched the piss out of Leo. Damn near had that boy tumble off the roof. Then the Ghost of Splinter Pass tells Leo, hey, Slime, I'm not gonna hold you. This man slimed me out.
Watching
your brothers for years and you just gonna let it slide? Go ahead and do something about
Couldn't
that.
be me though.
So Leo locked in. He dodged Shredder.
Them white eyes, bro. Prodigal son.
Just finishing blow. Pulled up behind him, started beating that back up just to kick him in the chest. Pulled up behind his ass again, just a double drop kick.
Insane combo.
Beating that
you know how much force you need? Had it moving like a cartoon when they fall off a cliff, where they don't fall until they look down. Kicks him, has enough momentum to stay up, kicked him hard enough to turn him, kicked him again straight to his chest. Holy. You know, on X Games mode, he took his knee up.
He then punched the piss out of Shredder just to grab his sword, and I'm not gonna hold you, Leo. How are you grabbing that sword? I just saw Shredder snap your arm the wrong way. But Leo and Shredder clash just for Leo to be the one that won. I mean, sliced old dude's head off. Took his helmet as a trophy. That's GOAT for real. Shredder is no more. But that is the
Demon Tongue.
Let me know if there's more TMNT
fights
to cover. Because I definitely...
He really packed bro all the way up. I knew when his eyes went white, he locked in, but picked up the sword, it was over. It's interesting too because we've all heard the theory at this point, like their weapons are counterintuitive to like their personality, like, or not counterintuitive, but it supports it, like, not supports as in follows it, but it gives them a more burden that they need to have. Yeah, he is Aura farmer in this pick. But it gives them a burden that they need to have. Like, Leo carries the swords because he's the leader. He has to be responsible for his brothers, which are sometimes knuckleheads. With a sword, he's not a killer. You know, they're ninja, not murderers. So he has the responsibility of not taking lives every time he wields his blade. He has to be extremely precise. Which, as a leader who also has to watch all these other variables, can be annoying. But that's the point. It's training him in his leadership and responsibility while wielding the sword. The same way Donnie got a stick, you got a brain, you want to use gadgets. You could take the Steve Rogers approach, like how Cat was talking to Tony, without that suit you nothing, right? You can say the same thing about Donnie. That's the whole point. He has the stick. Without your toys, you still have IQ. You can have battle IQ as well, you know? Obviously for Mikey, he's pretty scatterbrained. He doesn't like concentrating for a long period of time. He kind of goes with the flow. He learns the nunchucks, something you can go the flow with, but you literally have to have natural talent to do so. Like, they're very like precise weapons. You can damage yourself. You can, loosen your grip and they go flying. So obviously Splinter gave them the weapons he gave them for a reason. Aside the defensive weapon used for countering and parrying was given to Raph. So to see Leo pick up that sword, you could say like, oh, he's gonna kill him. He killed him. Da-da-da. I mean, he's taking responsibility. That man killed his father, and Splinter was supposed to finish that mission, but obviously he's not the main character. The whole point is he couldn't finish it, and the prodigal son, Leo, takes responsibility and has to finish the job. Picking up that blade again, despite the pain from his arm being cooked, is like him acknowledging that I need to hold this responsibility, battered or bruised or not. When all the chips fall, the leader is the one who has to make the critical decision. So TMNT is up there, one of the greatest shows of all time. I mean, it's a great dynamic. I've always loved media just for like examining like the little intricacies in it. But that was my take. My reaction to 2012 Shredder was a demon by Uno. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out the Twitch. You get the full reaction, unfiltered. Shoot, you can, mention something in here, and we'll talk about it. I'll mention it. I'm one of them. We can have a full blown discussion mid react. Will YouTube see it? If I'm too lazy to not edit, yeah, they will see it. But if I'm editing, no, they won't see it. Those are the exclusive interactions you get on the Twitch. I'm working on like my like links and stuff. I'm start putting them in a YouTube video. Make sure you hop into the Discord. Once again, thank y'all for like the love y'all been showing. Hit like 100 views on the last YouTube video. We've been getting good interactions, good comments, good viewership. Y'all staying engaged for like first 30 seconds of the vid, which may seem small, but like that's important because if I ever decide to plug something at the beginning of the vid, I would have 90 eyes on it. Which, you know, people who just watch the content creation, it's just stuff from the side, see that as like, oh, it's just 90 people. But like, imagine 90 people seeing what you got to say, and they can make the choice to spread the word even more. So I really appreciate it. We just gonna keep growing the community, keep staying consistent. But as always, it's your boy Sly signing off. Peace.